my dog off his lead and he just ran into the road.
It's the Helivets!
We're the Helivets!
Where's the pet in peril? And who's the concerned owner? Don't worry, young lady. We'll soon have your scamp back on his paws, wagging his tail around.
It's dead.
Tickling his tummy.
It's dead.
Throwing him his little ball to catch.
His head's over there.
We can save him.
We can't.
Come on! We're the Helivets!
Yeah. OK, well, I'll see you later. Bye.
I can't face this.
What?
The Roundheads and the Cavaliers. Again.
What's wrong with the Roundheads and the Cavaliers?
I'm just sick of it. We must have done it at least 20 times. We come up the hill, you ambush, blah, 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 Cromwell marches on. I mean, there must be something else we can do.
So, we're the government forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah, and we're the rebel militiamen representing Sudanese tribal interests.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Are you absolutely sure that this isn't racist?
Yeah. It's a historically accurate recreation of a landmark global conflict.
Right.
So, take your positions. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
OK, so...
And you will stop us if you think it's getting even the teeniest bit racist.
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead.
I am going to kill you with this big machete!
Stop. It's racist. Very, very racist.
Shame. Brian, can I catch a lift? Just my ceremonial headdress won't fit in the saxo.
Let's have a look at your charts, Mr. Peppard. Yes, looking better than yesterday.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Now, you might feel a small prick.
Wouldn't be the first.
Brace yourself. I'm going to give you one in the posterior.
I should be so lucky. Is this your first time? Hope you know where you're sticking that thing.
Don't worry, it isn't hard.
Speak for yourself.
Shall I get my cock out? What?
Dr. Asquith, go and help Nurse Sidebottom.
No!
Can I get your tea or coffee, darling?
Has a lovely pair of jugs.
Oh, cheeky. Just keep your hands off them, they're hot.
Tell me something I don't know.
Do you want to rub them on my cock?
Asquith! Come with me.
What on earth is wrong with you, Dr. Asquith? This is supposed to be a bawdy 1970s hospital. Please stick to using innuendo.
I'm sorry, sir, but to be honest, I've never really understood the difference between double entendres and the stuff I say.
Let me try to explain. If I say, would you like to grasp my rod? That's innuendo. Would you like to wank off my cock? That's not. You see what I mean?
Not really.
Well, maybe you're not cut out to be a doctor in a bawdy 1970s hospital.
All right. Perhaps it's for the best if I leave.
I think you're right. Now, there's no need to make a scene. Just leave discreetly. I think it's best if you use the rear entrance and go up the back passage.
Mrs.?
Too late.
Alloweth Branbawi San Bennyweth, and hello to our viewers in England. I hope you've had a safe week, Chlablan Man Method Whack Method, with the wonderful art of padlock folding or padlockigami. Padlockigami, Man Bennyweth, is a hobby Brambawi anyone can pick up. All you need, Man Waddle Method Chlaban Whack Bell from our store or Smith. Alloweth Bunny Branmawi show you first, San Bennyweth, the swan. Alloweth method padlockigami acquaintance with your parts. Mathiclan Benny, the swan, Ethelfan. Manwathi Clanwello, keeping your hands well clear Banweni Haffy. Brambawi Methol, the chuff. Alloweth Macmawi Wethol, the splint. And then you're ready to get holding, Manwaddle Brambawi Bennyweth. And there is a sunny Bethweth, the swan. Gathy. Gummy man waffle, feeding away on all sorts of bunny Bethy. Clab bunny Bethy son Bennyweth to join the others. Bethwelly Fanny Jam. See, there's his cousins. Alloweth man Maddle peeking round the front. Happy Ben Waddle, the swan, leaving them all getting on together there. Happy Ben Waddle, padlockigami, padlock folding. So, I hope to see you then. Goodbye.
Tomorrow night on Sky Sports 4, it's the clash of the South Coast as the irresistible force of Portsmouth meet the immovable object of Southampton in a clash that's going to go down in history as one of the many football matches that are happening this weekend. Meanwhile, there are old scores to be settled at the Dell. Scores like 1-0 and 2-2 that have happened in previous years. Who will win this time between Sunderland and Blackburn? Then on Sunday, live, the battle for the North West as Shrewsbury meet Macclesfield in a match already being described as on this Sunday. Coming up midweek, the Giants of Charlton play host to the Titans of Ipswich, making them both seem normal-sized. Then Tottenham play Bolton for the second time this season to see who'll win that. Also, Manchester United return to Aston Villa for a game of football to determine the victors for this year at least, and indeed at most. Looking ahead to March, every football team will be playing football several times and in various combinations. And you can catch all of that football here, where we'll be showing all the football all the time. Catch all of the constantly happening football here. It's all here and it's all football always. It is impossible to keep track of all the football, but your best chance is here. Thousands and thousands of hours of football, each more climactic than the last. Constant, dizzying, 24-hour, year-long, endless football. Every kick of it massively mattering to someone, presumably. Watch it all here, all the time, forever. It will never stop. The football is officially going on forever. It will never be finally decided who has won the football. There is still everything to play for, and forever to play it in. So that's the football coming up. Watch it. Watch the football. Watch it. Watch it. It's going to move. Watch the football. It's football.
Should we go and put the telly on? Can you smell burning?
No, it's just this is London's burning, and you're quite impressionable.
This isn't London's burning, it's Pride and Prejudice.
Is it? Well, I've been watching it like it's London's burning.
What the hell do you think was going on?
I thought it was a massive flashback.
What cup of tea?
Nah.
I don't think I do either, really.
Seen this before.
Oh.
Oh, look, there was a fire.
That was a clip from your latest film, Sometimes Fires Go Out, which has been described as unrelentingly real, a devastatingly faithful rendition of how life is, and dull, dull, unbearably dull. Those quotes, oddly, all from the same review. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
In many ways, Sometimes Fires Go Out picks up on some of the themes from your earlier work, most notably your short film, The Man Who Has a Cough and It's Just a Cough and He's Fine, which we have a clip of.
Super.
Oh, Kylie, I do so love you.
right?
It's just a cough. I'll be fine.
Oh, Adam, it's so good to see you.
You too, Kylie. If only I could shake this blasted cough. It's such a bore.
Yes. Of course, darling. Adam,
Hello, Kylie.
but you're better.
Well, yes, it was just a cough.
Oh,
Do you want to come back to mine?
look, I thought you had TB.
TB? No, I'd have mentioned that. God. No, it's just a cough.
Right. Wish I hadn't let you do me now.
Charming. Wonderful stuff.
Thank you. And did you notice that the Edwardian woman's character is called Kylie?
Yes.
Bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Peter, what would you say, and apologies if this seems like a crass question, is the horniest bra size on a woman?
What?
By which I mean, what, if anything, is the message in your films?
Well, I feel that films, the modern film industry, has increasingly failed to reflect reality as people live it. I mean, no one goes for a piss in Star Wars. You can watch the whole of Ghostbusters and no one brushes their teeth. And in Lost in Translation, nothing happens at all.
Well, let's move on to our next clip, which is from your 1939 drama, The Gathering People.
But surely, Prime Minister, Herr Hitler's actions demand the strongest possible response.
Hang on. I think I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm not. So frustrating.
Yes.
No.
Actually, I need the loo.
Righto.
Should we carry on talking about the war?
I think we should probably wait.
Right.
What makes me incredibly proud of that moment is that when it was first shown in the cinema, quite a lot of the audience actually went to the loo at the same point. Well, I assume they went to the loo. That they left, anyway.
Indeed. And so, could you tell me, and apologies if this seems like a naive question, but do puppies have Christmas?
What?
By which I mean, is there an extent to which your own rejection of narrative convention, cliché, if you will,
Thank you,
has led you away from the very realism which you originally sought to portray?
Are you talking about the episode of Casualty?
I'm talking about the episode of Casualty.
I think they've had a terrible time with the builders. Well, we've had damp, and it's literally the worst thing. Bye. Aliens.
Your backwash is making it fizzier, did you know that? Sorry, sir, it'll be the bonbons. Look, Ginger! My nemesis has left a calling card. A single monogram glove. Pick it up, Ginger. Yes, sir. Look, Ginger! My nemesis has left another calling card. A single monogram panty liner. Pick it up, Ginger. So I have to, sir? Of course you do. I'm incredibly busy. Look, Ginger! My nemesis has left another calling card. What's that in, sir? There, on that fat man's wrist. Quick, pick it up before the police bungle onto the scene and contaminate the evidence. Yes, sir! Excellent use of the monogram panty liner. He's taking my watch! I think he knows it, sir! We must make good our escape, Ginger. I'll drive.
In a world spinning as fast as the inside of home base when you've just had a go at a 4-pack of Dulux tester cans, who is left to fight for all that is right and proper and good and leather and full of money and belonging to that teenager who doesn't look like he can handle himself? Yes, it's the surprising adventures of me, Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. Stop, Ginger. I must think. We're so close to finding my nemesis. I believe we're looking for a menstruating child who is waterproof to a depth of 50 meters. Where can he be hiding in such a fiendish disguise?
I smell sausage rolls.
You mean something fishy?
No, I smell sausage rolls.
You mean you detect the dread hand of my nemesis's arch rival, Viscount von Sausage Rolls?
No, I can smell sausage rolls.
Fucking what?
I can smell sausage rolls.
Stop saying that, Ginger. Can you smell sausage rolls?
Sometimes.
Gadzooks! He must be hiding amongst these cake-eating dwarves. But how to outwit the guard?
How did my nemesis shrink himself? When will Ginger find a better method for discovering waterproof dwarves? Why don't kids' parties have real booze anymore like they did when I was a dwarf? Find out in the next enthralling installment of The Surprising Adventures of Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. Redbeard, do you think if I finish chipping this flint by a time when sun is hottest, you could get it tied to a stick by a time when we all get hungry?
I don't think so, Big Feet. You're forgetting. Today we've all got to go to clearing where we go sometimes, from time when cricket shut up until time when we go back to our huts.
Really? What for?
It's Bronze Orientation Day.
Oh, bugger. I'm so sick of hearing about bronze. Bronze, 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 bronze. What's wrong with stone? Does stone not work all of a sudden?
Well, they say that bronze will revolutionise the way we hunt and gather.
Well, maybe, but I can't be doing with it. Horrid, shiny stuff. Ugh.
Guys, this is Hairy Back from Tribe in the Valley who have lots of jewellery all of a sudden. He'll be leading our Bronze Orientation Day. Hairy Back, this is Big Feet and Redbeard, our foremost chipper and tyre.
Oh, great. Well, you're exactly the kind of people I need to get through to. And my message for you is this. Don't be afraid of bronze. Really. Unless, of course, someone is attacking you with a bronze axe, in which case you should be afraid, because bronze is brilliant. Meet bronze. Bronze is your friend. Bronze is user-friendly, multi-purpose, exciting, zeitgeisty, and most importantly of all, it's slightly shiny. Every day we're finding new uses for bronze. Bronze plates, bronze cup, bronze hats, bronze shoes, even bronze windows. And bronze doesn't even need to be chipped. So, stone is dead, prepare for the age of bronze. Thank you. Yes, you have a question.
Yeah. When you say bronze doesn't need to be chipped, right, my question is, doesn't it?
No. With new modern smelting, old-fashioned chipping is a thing of the past.
Right, because I'm a chipper, you see.
Right, well, I won't lie to you. Chippers, as a breed, are going to go the way of the saber-toothed tiger. Ah! No, I mean they're going to be extinct. But have you thought about retraining as a smelter?
No, I haven't. I mean, smelting may be fine for the lads, but I'm no smelter. And while bronze may be terribly clever, stone was all my old dad ever needed to feed a family of as many hands as I have and then more than that. I just say, as a tribe, why don't we leave the bronze to the smart Alex and the whiz kids, and we'll just carry on using stone axes like we always do?
Because if you do, the tribes with the bronze axes will kill you, and then take your stone axes, and then throw them away because they're rubbish.
Oh.
Yes?
Will the bronze still need tying to sticks?
Oh, yes.
Cracking.
I mean, Kevin just wants to live a normal life, really, which is incredibly difficult for him, isn't it, darling?
Kevin Armstrong is no ordinary 12-year-old.
Come on, let's get you ready for school.
Everyday tasks like going to school, eating a family meal, or even going upstairs to bed
Be careful, then.
present an enormous challenge.
Okay, jumper coming now. Obviously, Kevin can't see very well, can he, darling? And that's because instead of a face, he's just got another arse.
Continuing the sensitive freak show series, we'll be telling the uplifting story of one boy's extraordinary bravery, as if that's what you're interested in, rather than the fact that he's got an arse for a face. Follow the trials and tribulations of one 12-year-old's struggle to lead a normal life, while also getting to have a good old stare at the freak in a way you can tell yourself is sort of okay. That's The Boy with an Arse for a Face, a story of love and triumph, but with loads of juicy pictures of a boy with an arse for a face, this Sunday on 5.
What's this place then?
It's the show's garden.
It's what?
It's garden. That Mitchell and Webb look garden.
I thought Blue Peter was the only programme with a garden.
And why do you think that?
Well,
what's so special and brilliant about Blue Peter that would make you think it's the only show on television with a garden?
Well, it's the only programme that's got its garden in the show.
Exactly, and that's everything that's wrong with TV. It's considered very vulgar for a programme to put its own garden on television. To actually use the programme's own private garden as a location. It's like pimping out a child. And yet, horrifically, in Blue Peter's case, seems to have worked. And people think it's the only show that's got a garden at all.
What, so every television programme has got its own private garden?
Oh, yeah.
Well, like The News and Hustle and America's Next Top Model, they've all got gardens.
Yeah.
Has Crime Watch got a garden?
Yep.
What, and it's surrounded by barbed wire?
Rob, the gardens aren't themed. They're just nice gardens. I mean, the Gardener's World garden, which isn't the one you'll see on the programme, isn't even particularly well gardened. It's just a bit of grass and a swing. The Blue Planet garden hasn't even got a pond. They want to get away from all that in their downtime, you know.
That makes sense. Well, it's nice. Aren't we doing a bit of a Blue Peter, though? You know, breaking the unwritten rule.
Yeah, well, that did worry me a bit, actually, but it's OK, because the truth is, this isn't actually really our garden. Our garden's just through there. No, this is the Apprentice, You're Fired garden. Look, there's Adrian Childs laying some decking.
Hiya, you right?
Hi.
Hi.
When your number's up, there's nowhere left to run. This summer, prepare to be astounded.
My God, all these numbers, they're all number one. And even his body is in the shape of the number 1, the prime number 1.
But what does it mean, Professor?
Actually, I'm just an assistant professor.
But what does it mean, Assistant Professor?
I don't know.
The world is full of numbers, everywhere you look. On buses, speed limit signs, inside shoes, even in the phone book.
I never realized.
But are the numbers on the side of good or evil?
I thought they said all numbers were neutral.
They lied, Charles. They lied.
Sorry, who's Charles?
You are.
Right, the man hadn't said yet.
There have always been rumors of a number 1 code, Charles, and now we know there is one. A number 1 code, I mean.
I can't see anything.
You have to look with better eyes than that.
My God, I see it. They're clearly having chicken and black bean sauce with egg fried rice.
Number 37 with a side order of 14. Add them together and what do you get?
A number wang?
Exactly.
You've got to solve this, Charles.
Why?
Because otherwise the world might end.
In a world which might end, only one man knows the answer.
I don't know the answer!
But the forces of evil are against him.
He's dead.
Poisoned.
and he has only the dead to help him.
The last tomb of the Knights of Wangernam.
We're in the middle of a war, Charles.
I thought he was dead.
Don't give away the twist.
A war to protect a secret so powerful that if revealed, it would devastate the very foundation of humanity.
Prepare to be Wangernammed.
Oh, it's an anagram.
The number one code. Coming soon.
There you go. Oh, thanks, Adrian. Cheers.
This is great. Every show still has a garden. I don't think you got stuff in TV like that anymore. I thought it was all Big Brother and regionalisation.
Rob, the gardens have caused the regionalisation. Think about it.
Price of land.
Price of land. Film 2007 could barely afford an allotment in London, but now they're made by BBC Scotland. They've got themselves a bloody loch and a grouse moor.
So what's the show with the best garden?
2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. Hands down.
Really? Is that why it keeps getting recommissioned?
Oh, yeah. They don't want to get rid of the garden. And if you saw it, you'd agree with them.
No, I'm sure.
I think if people knew how nice the 2 pints garden was, they wouldn't mind the show at all.
They'd see it as a necessary evil.
Exactly.
So, can we go and have a look at our real garden?
If you like.
Wow! Hookers!
Yeah.
Right, well, this should be relatively painless. Scott, you've been with Celicron for 3 years now, is that right?
3 years, yes, that's right.
Ugh. And during that time, you've been responsible for marketing initiatives within your department?
Broadly, yes, although my remit tended to overlap with distribution.
Oh, for God's sake.
Sorry, I should just point out, Derek is here to provide what we call extreme negative feedback, so that we can assess your ability to cope with stressful situations. Is that all right with you?
Oh, I see. Yes, that's fine.
Oh, it's fine, is it? Oh, well, as long as it's fine, that's all right then.
So, would you care to outline for us the main priorities facing the successful applicant for this position?
Well, the main problem, as I see it, has been our over-reliance on our core customers.
Yeah, right.
I mean, obviously, they've got to be looked after.
Fanny.
But there's little or no chance of the company achieving any meaningful growth
Stupid
in the long or even medium term unless we find a way to attract new consumers.
Oh, this is all great. This is so great. Let me get all this down.
Whether we do that by putting more resources into
absolutely.
existing strategies or whether we try to overhaul our whole approach is, of course, a vexed question.
Oh, vexed. Yeah, that's good. It's also vexed.
But if it's a major rethink we're talking about,
Ding.
then obviously we'll need to look carefully
Ding.
at next year's budget
Ding.
to see what's feasible.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, that makes sense.
Incidentally, you're coping very well with the extreme negative feedback there.
Well, thanks. I think I've got the hang of it now.
Well, the Catherine Tate Show coming up next on BBC Two. And then Hugh Bonneville, Elizabeth McGovern and guest stars in our cool new comedy, Freezing, is at 10.